Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome, everybody. This is Nightcap with Friends, man. Powered by Smoking Politic with me. Nightcap with Friends, man. The best podcast at night. Powered by Smoking Politic with me. It's your boy. I'm him, Giovanni. Tonight we have two guest hosts. Um, Grape Street TV is back, and we got KingBam in the building.
We back, baby.
Yes, sir. Shout out to the comments. Everybody in the comments, appreciate y'all.
Appreciate ya.
Throwing you a no look pass tonight, brother. We got Grape Street TV coming in. So, you know what I mean?
That's love. That's love.
RDL, salute, salute.
That's love. Word.
Yeah, so we can bullshit around a little bit. You know what I mean? He's gonna be in, and then I'm gonna start this. Uh, what's up with you, man? How was your week and your weekend, brother?
Um, my shit was lit though. Actually, next week is my birthday on 31st. So
Oh man, happy
um,
anniversary to you. More
yeah,
life, great health.
yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. So I probably just focus more on the task of hand instead of just going out and partying and celebrating. I still might celebrate a little bit with like close family, but other than that, I'm focused more on the work that I got put in, and then I'll party later.
Right, right, fast, fast, fast. Yeah, man. I've just, been working for the man. You know what I mean? And then coming home and working on myself. You know what I'm saying? So, uh, yeah, man. This is gonna be a good one tonight, man. It's gonna definitely be a good one.
All
Uh,
right.
yeah, man. So we back full effect.
We locked in right now. We good. We locked in right now. We live. I go by the name of King Bam, your buzzin' Hazel, or your Uncle Bam. It depends if you're young or older. Y'all know the vibes. We in here smoking politics. We in here.
Yes, sir. Yes, first and foremost, to the subscribers, man, and to the new ones and to the non-subscribers, new logo, official logo for the platform, for the channel is up. Merch will be on the way. Just gotta get this thing situated with the make it right, so I'm able to sell stuff on my channel, and you'll be able to shop right off my channel, man. And sooner or later, before the summer hits, I'll have a legit website as well too. But first things first, be on the lookout for the merch next month. Yeah, man, and I ship worldwide. Everything is designed, created, manufactured by me.
Yes, sir.
Um, and then yeah, man, like I said, we're gonna talk about current events. We're gonna give some belt to ass to some shit. We're gonna give some stuff to a reality check.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about drug abuse. If you have your own personal experience with it, you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna speak about mine. You know what I'm saying. And then we just gonna freestyle that towards the end because this all three of us can hold our own in conversation, so it's a beautiful thing. So we
Yeah.
just let it flow after that. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, so you like us asked last time, anything up and coming you have?
I'm working on The Chosen One. EP that's dropping this year. I already released Whipped Cream and Douce and King of the Ring, Deliver Drill. Those are the first two singles off the EP. So they're out on all major platforms right now. Then I got a few, like another two more singles before I release the EP. But the next two singles, I'm gonna switch it up because you know I like to be versatile. So the next two singles, one of them gonna be a rock and roll kind of vibe, and another one's gonna be on some official like singing, but talking about the bitch is crazy, so I don't want to be with her no more. And I got a female feature on that shit too, so this shit gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit. Just stay tuned to it. I'll probably drop it. I'm not gonna lie. I'll probably drop it like if not February, maybe March. Those
Right.
and shit. So it takes time. Plus, I'm working on editing this King of the Ring video. I'm almost done with it. Just a few more pieces I gotta drop on it, and then it should be good. Cause that shit ain't easy.
Nah, not at all. Especially when you're doing everything in house. You know what I mean? It comes with a lot. You know what I'm saying? A lot of sleepless nights. You gotta learn how to lose in the beginning, man. Yeah, I mean, that's what people don't understand. Like they just feel like, oh, it's easy. You know what I mean? No, man, you don't want it to be easy. You don't want to be an overnight sensation. Like I know I don't. I wanna fucking cry for this shit. I wanna hurt. I wanna lose sleep. I wanna get depressed over this shit. So when I get this shit finally, I know how to keep it and obtain it and stay on top of it.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean, and watch it grow. You know what I mean, and blossom to more. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. That's why, like I always say, man, this shit ain't for everybody
Nah,
at all.
it ain't for everybody. It's not. They can say that it is, but if the music and the actions don't speak, then I don't believe in none of you saying. I can't jack what you're saying. If you ain't put the work out, if you only got 3, 4 songs out, and you think you're gonna make it, it's not gonna work like that. It's not. You gotta be consistent because they're like this. You gotta be like this. Since we got TikTok, it's instant. It's instant right there.
All
Yeah,
right,
peace, God.
all right. Well, now we here. Everybody, welcome. This is Nightcat with Friends, the best podcast at night, powered by Smoking Politic with me, man. It's your boy. I'm him, Giovanni. We got guest host tonight, man. We got King Bam in the building, and we got Grape Street TV back. What's up, bro?
You already know the deal, man. We back at two, man. It's 2024, man. Happy New Year's to everybody.
Happy New Year's, word.
Yeah, so yeah. Do your thing, BZ, and then you know what I mean, and then we go from there, and then
Oh yeah, y'all already know the deal, man. What's up, Jordan Downs? Y'all already know the deal. Y'all tuned in to Grape Street TV. If you ain't hit that like or that subscribe button yet, that's what you need to be doing. But if not, y'all already know the deal with me, man. I'm gonna bust y'all across y'all head with some knowledge every time, man, straight up. And make sure y'all hit that bell for all notifications. So when we drop these lives and these reactions right here, they pop up on your timeline like the chicken pox. Boop, 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 boop. Y'all already know the deal with me, man. Tap in.
facts. And then we got Bam. Let the people know who you are.
KingBam, go by the name of KingBam, aka your buzzin' Hazel or your Uncle Bam, however you prefer it. Stay on 50 Records. I've just been doing this for a while. The real is back, the real is here, and this is how we doing it. Mama mentality mode on.
Let's go. Well, tonight, man, we it's gonna be a good one, man. Like I said, we're gonna touch on the real topics, real issues, and I want to first touch on drug abuse. You know what I'm saying? And you guys feel free if you feel like you want to speak about your own personal experience with it. Is either yourself or family members or whatever. How did you deal with that? So I'll start it off first. You know what I'm saying? With me, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like and I've been lucky and I'm blessed about this. I've tried everything under the sun. The only thing I haven't tried was smoke rocks and shoot up heroin. But I've done everything, like from crystal to sherm sticks to fucking pills, you name it. I done it. You know what I'm saying? And none of that shit like had me like weed does. You feel me? Like I can only imagine if I was like hooked on crystal or, you know, I feel like what saved me for being like really, and I'm giving you the real, like nigga,
As you
go
should,
look
as
up
you should,
on my listen. You're like he's over here like, damn,
as
nigga,
you should,
I
as you
keep
should,
it.
real quick.
Listen, I live my truth, brother.
It's no judgment over
You
here.
know what I mean? No, I know, but I know you're like blown away. You're like, damn, he's son really saying this?
I
Yes, I am. Hear me out though. So it's like, I live my truth, you feel me? And I want the youth to really, you know, see and learn from me. You know what I'm saying? What I feel like what helped me not like to get fucking a few things helped me not to get strung out on these drugs that I was doing. First and foremost, the coming down part. I didn't like the way when you're coming down off these certain drugs, it was just wicked. So I understand why people continue to do it because they don't want to deal with that, you know? So with that, and then on top of that, the thought of like my mom and my children, you know what I'm saying, having to deal with, oh, your son's a fiend or your dad's a fiend, like that's what really like stopped me, you know what I'm saying? And what got a hold of me is this and you know what I mean, is the bud, you know what I mean? And I don't know, and when it comes to families, like I just have one family member that was really on some shit, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to speak on that because I don't really fuck with that person, but I don't really know. I don't have too much experience with like dealing with a family member that's like strung out. You know what I'm saying? I only know from my personal experience because I was like basically, I wouldn't want to say strung out, but I was doing a lot of drugs. You know what I'm saying? I dibbled and dabbled in it. Like I said, my you look on my songs on the streaming worldwide right now, like PSA, you know what I mean, fourth quarter pressure, checkmate. I was high off crystal meth when I made them songs. You know what I mean? So it's like, I mean, I don't know, man. The way I dealt with all that shit, like I felt like the coming down off that shit and just shaming my kids and my mother. Like, so I was like, you know what? Like, I'm not even fucking with no shit no more like that. You know what I mean? So that's what stopped. You got the floor, Beezy.
Well, me personally, like, you know, I entered, you know what I mean, the jail system early, so I didn't have a chance to, you know, be out here and trying to fundle with different type of, you know, drugs. So like, I just been, you know, smoking marijuana, and when I got out of doing all that time and stuff, I seen like a shift, you know, with people doing drugs. So it's like a lot of my partners that I had that grew up with, when I looked at them, they, you know, they reaching out to me. I don't even remember them because they look tore up. They look 40, 50 years old, you know what I mean? At a young age. So like me, I started drinking lean, just I guess basically to cope with what was going on, to readjust to the community, and I started abusing it, like, because it's like I needed something to blank out besides smoking marijuana, then seeing to deal with the, you know, the company that was coming towards me. So you know what I mean? I blanked out on lean for a while, hit the hospital like 2 times, and I had to really look at myself and say, you know, like I've been strong all these years without doing anything, you know, but been through the worst. So it's like, why am I taking lean, you know what I mean, to cope with society? So I had to put a, you know what I mean, put a stop to what I was doing and readjust myself. Like, and you know, I seen also like other older folks that was older that I looked up to, you know, they might have been drug dealers when I went to jail, but they was drug users when I came home. So I really didn't understand like what was going on because these guys at the top and these guys done taught me a lot of stuff. And then when you come home and you like they look sick, they reaching out for you, and I'm like, man, I just got out from doing, you know what I mean, time. So it's like I gotta fully adjust to society with my hustle, my job, and maneuvering around and taking care of my kids. So I had to leave a lot of folks alone, and at least for like a year or two. And I felt like, you know, I shouldn't have to let go of certain folks, but I had to do that to adjust to myself. But now that I look at it, I look back, like, you know, I feel like I did the right thing because these are people that been on the streets all their life, probably ain't did no time. So they have no excuses. You know, I always tell you that, like, when people tell me they can't get right, they can't do this, that gotta be a impossible statement. You gotta have low self-esteem and you gave up on yourself because I done seen people that was hard on crack and all type of stuff bounce back and come back and own businesses and stuff. So it's really a mind thing, you know, like you get used to it. If you start doing something, that's just like coffee. A habit is a habit. If you wake up every morning and you need that cup of coffee, your body is gonna depend on it, and your mind also. So when you don't have it, you know you're gonna have those kind of feelings. So I kind of felt like understood what these people was going through, but at the end of the day, it's a mental thing. You got to be strong minded because it's all in the mind. People could give you whatever, tell you whatever, and then you could take it or you could leave it. But remember, we all live off choices. So I look at drug addiction, you know, it's like it's an illness too. Because these people, it's like a sickness to me because I'm looking at these folks like they can't get over it and they don't want to get over it. They ask you for help, but they really don't want to get it. So no matter how much help you give a person, you could buy him a new wardrobe, get him in your job and all type of stuff. He don't want to do it, it's not gonna work. It's the drugs that's controlling the minds. And if you look at the youth now, they majority of them, they on hard drugs, all type. They don't know what they want to do. They doing,
They made it cool.
sex enhancement drugs with mixed with street drugs. So it's like these folks is not even making their right decisions, and then when they open their eyes and realize it's too late, you either in a wheelchair shot or you facing life or you doing life. So I think doing drugs and being on drugs, you have to be a strong person, to overcome it. But nobody should reach out for any kind of drug to to make you feel like some type of person because you should be you while you sober. That's the best part of me is when I'm sober. Because I ain't nothing going past me, and then ain't nothing going past my ear that I'm not gonna respond to, and give it a reality check. I like to do when I have conversations. I like to like zoom in on a situation and give it a reality check because it could be a reason somebody doing it, and then it could be a wrong reason. But I always like to break it down and make it make sense. No, I don't judge nobody. I got family members that chose that life and did that, and out there, only thing I could do is, show them that they loved and all that. But drug addiction, that's, it's powerful right now. That's what's running the streets and running the internet right now. If you look at these folks, when they get on here and they saying most of that stuff, they probably high, hit a line, did something. And when they come down, they wonder why everybody attacking them. They like, man. And then when they sober, they like, why did I say that? If you watch most of these interviews, if I was these folks and I rewatched the interview, I'd be like embarrassed of myself. But that's just my experience with people on drug addiction. Then I actually grew up in prison, so I seen a lot of them nodding off the heroin and stuff that was really somebody on the streets. But then in reality, if you look at how these people was living in here, they probably got like 3, 4, 5 years, 10 years, but they strung out, they gone, they losing their teeth.
That dope is wicked, man. I was smoking that shit, the tar, and I was sniffing some of that shit because I was stupid when I was out there in Philly thinking I was a trap star. I had like 30 bundles of dope. You know what I mean? And I couldn't really move it like that because if I did, that's somebody else's territory and I'm gonna fucking die. So I was just sitting on so much dope that one day I was just like, poof. It was just stupidity, bro. Yes. It took my mans to look at me out there. Shout out to El Father, Flacco, I love you. You know what I'm saying? He looked at me, he said, yo, he was dead ass too. He said, yo, you come around me again like that, we're gonna fuck you up. Every time we see you, we're gonna beat the shit out you. You know what I mean? Nigga. About face. Nigga, I had to live right there. And they controlled that whole little section. So it's like, what, nigga? That was a losing battle. That woke me up though. It's like, damn, Ronnie, what we doing? But it's no excuse, but I had to cope with things. Bam, go ahead, brother. And then we're gonna get to what people really want to see. You know what I mean?
No, you're right. Everybody copes with life differently, everybody. And doesn't make you less of a man or less of a woman to go through the things you went through in your life, because in the end, it should make you stronger. It shouldn't make you weaker. It shouldn't make you say, oh, I can't do this, or I try to do this with this person. No, don't blame nobody. It's on you. It's 24 hours in a day to change your life. But me personally, I grew up in a whole different other environment. See, like my parents they never did drugs. My older brother always sold drugs. Then I started selling drugs when I was like 13. So it was a different experience to me. I never could sell something and use it. That's why I couldn't sell weed. I'm not gonna smoke this shit. It's gone. It's over. Niggas mad at me. Like, what happened to the buggy? That shit gone, man. I smoke that shit, yo.
Facts.
You know, other than that, nah, I used to sell crack and shit, so I used to see like how the people used to act over it. I used to sell that PCP, dope, shit like that. So motherfuckers was coming from Staten Island, Jersey, Maryland, Chicago, all the way to Manhattan and shit. You feel me? To come get PCP, cause that shit real around that time. I mean, I don't sell drugs no more, so I ain't trying to. I'm not glorifying nobody hustling. No, I'm just telling you the experience. You know, I didn't see like my aunts and uncles. Me being young and dumb, I used to sell drugs to them. Love that shit. I mean, even though it was wrong in my mind, I felt like, well, that ain't my brother. That's not my father. That's how I felt at that time, even though it was wrong, and I can admit that.
Right.
I should have just said, "Nah, I'm not even selling it to you." But me doing it, and they had to get the gab at that time because you know they got the best get the gab to get what they want, so they're gonna talk you. They can talk you out of your do rag right now if they want.
Yeah.
You feel me? So,
Yeah.
but
With me, man, like it was never no peer pressure because nobody could talk me to do nothing. Like if I don't
exactly.
do fines because I want to fucking do it. You know what I
I,
mean? So
I mean, under the influence is different, I guess.
yeah,
Under the influence, I guess the drugs is probably telling you what to do. I don't know.
yeah.
Huh.
No, I know. There's a lot of people that get peer pressure to do shit. Me, I was just fucking stupid. I was around this shit, had access to this shit, and I was like, I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean? Because that's just, I
Nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong
I'm
with that.
unhinged sometimes. I'd be unhinged. All right, so now moving right along. First and foremost, we're gonna take a little breather. I want to take a little shout out to the good people at New Leaf, man. If you're in the southeastern Mass, Rhode Island area, go to the south end of Fall River to New Leaf, man. They got the good deals, good bud, great edibles. I don't mess with the edibles, but I'm sure they're great. They're so high on the THC.
Somebody else do.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. And the establishment is very clean. The customer service is top tier. You know what I mean? You don't feel just like a customer or a client. You feel like family, man. You know what I mean? Real conversations right there. It's genuine too. So shout out to New Leaf, man. And tonight we're smoking I'm smoking gelato resin infused pre-roll by the good people at Resonate. I normally don't like y'all bud, but this is hitting.
Okay.
All right, so now we're gonna get to the current event section. You know what I mean? And I want to ask this to Beezy real quick. I want to get your, perspective on this. You know what I'm saying? Because shout out to ODM Slim. I got his perspective on this. So, I stand real firm on what I believe in and whatever comes out my mouth, unless I feel like I'm wrong or if I am wrong, I'll retract. But most of the time, I'm standing on what the fuck that comes out my mouth. And do you feel like I'm reaching or going too far or being over dramatic or having my feelings get in the way when I say and that every person that goes on no jumper is a weirdo to me? And what would happen to those individuals that are taking pictures all hugged up with the chomo, going to the chomo's platform, having the chomo sitting across from him, having him interview? Like, what would happen to these brothers on the main line? Like, do you think I'm doing too much by saying that? I feel like everybody's a weirdo, and what else would they would do behind closed doors if they're willing to do that in front of the world too?
Well, to be honest, that's your personal opinion, and we all, entitled to our personal opinion. But I can agree with the angle that you coming at the situation at, because if you in the streets or you in any type of jail system, we not in jail, but we are on the streets. But if you gangster, gang bang, or and I can't speak for the non-affiliates, but what I can say, if you call yourself a real one, you blood, crip, Hoover, you know what I mean? There's no way in the world I'm gonna sit across from that man and he got that stuff on his jacket. Like, to me personally, maybe because how I was breeding and who I came up with, and a lot of everybody call anything real. Like, they just say day one. They think because I'm day one, I'm real. You might have dealt with some day one people, but you dealt with the wrong folks because they didn't teach you good enough. Because if you was to go to jail and that man was to hit the yard, guess what? You might get assigned to get him off the yard. So I couldn't see myself, even if it was to try to get my platform out there or anything. I couldn't see myself sitting with no petty, no rat, no, what I mean, that's all the way out. So I'm just gonna speak from a, know what I mean, a G point of view, like somebody that really done lived there and been there. Like, I got homies that actually went on the no jumper. You know what I mean? Before the allegations and after. So, you know, I could speak
The
on the
after is
situation
wild to
that's gonna
me.
give an impact because people know, people gonna watch it, people gonna see. I speak my mind, I say what I say, I stand on it. But for anybody to just say, I'm gonna go to this man out of everybody on the internet, it's a lot of different platforms and folks that got big numbers. But for you to say I'm gonna go to this man that's been stirring the pot for a few years, now that's weird. That is weird. For me to say, okay, everybody want to interview me. Why would I go to no jumper where everybody else is going, and this man is tearing everybody apart? You know what I mean? Ripping the internet, tearing the internet down. But these folks don't see what a lot of individuals see that sit back and watch these folks, because that's like you watching me and I'm telling you, I'm real, I'm this, I'm that. I run by the old law. The next thing you know, you see me sitting across from Adam 22 answering gang questions.
Yes, that's what I'm
I
saying.
mean,
Hey,
that's
yo,
like,
not to cut you off, bro. That's the shit I'm talking about. And then especially you have daughters, sisters. Like, listen, hear me out. Would you brothers be associating yourself with him if he was still the same person with all that shit on his jacket, but he worked at Walmart? No, they would shun him. They would do harm to him. Like, but since he got status and a bag and he got connections, motherfuckers just act blind, deaf, and dumb to the shit. And then I call it out, and I get looked like I'm being weird. That I'm the weird one. We call it out. We're gonna get looked at as weird. You know what I'm saying? From the masses. That's what, but only in America though. You know what I mean? That shit is weird all the way around.
That's why you
Um,
got. That's why you.
I sent you that clip right now. We're gonna see the people are gonna we're gonna give you visual. You know what I mean? Of okay, Neon. If people know Neon out there, he's a big YouTuber, a young boy. He's 19 years old. His chick is 19. She looks like she's 16, 17 in the face too. Like you could just look at this girl and it screams young all over. Right now,
yeah,
with that being said, look how this man looks. And shout out to Point and Shoot. Subscribe and hit that bell. Please don't flag me. I'm showing love, brother. Please. Subscribe to Point and Shoot and hit that bell to his channel, because the way he slowed down on Adam's expression, on Adam Kelly, Adam Giggity. You know what I mean? How he looked at that underage girl. Well, she's not underage, she's 19, but still, it's like that's perfect. It's just right there. It's telling you, like, that's what he's into. He's been into. You feel
right.
me?
Yeah,
Let me
yeah,
know
like
you. Yeah, just
People.
that situation, like, we all men, and me as a man, I don't care what state I'm in. Anybody under 18 is like that's already been embedded and stuck in my mind. So a girl could pull out her clothes in front of me. You're not over 18, baby. I would not get no erection. I would get no, my eyes, you know what I mean? Won't even be trying
Good
to
old
view. I'm gonna look at you like, you know what I mean? I got a daughter that's 15. So it's like, I couldn't see myself looking at one of her friends coming over to do her homework, like, oh, look at that's
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 weird.
suspect. That's a no-no. So I could actually say that's real weird right there, because I don't
he's
care
gonna
where
be
you
looking
at,
at his daughter's friends when she's grown. Watch. When she's 14, 15, her friends are coming over. I hope not to cut you off, BZ, I'm sorry, but I hope parents pay attention to this. The
but
future parents of Piper's future friends. Do not let your daughters go over her house. I'm
but
just saying.
it's like you gotta understand, like it's a lot of sick-minded people, and he one of them. So if you look at his lifestyle, what he do, how he throw his own friends under the bus, he do that. He want people to bang his wife, like that's weird activity. So that type of person right there, he's liable to do anything. He probably got all type of jackets that's in the closet that ain't been brought out. But at the end of the day, you could just look at him and tell that he's a wreck. He just, know what I mean, got lucky, and I can't say blessed. He just got lucky because he ain't doing no good deeds. He got lucky and got him a big platform and got him some bread. But if you take the bread and the platform from him and put the same allegations on him, would these people treat him the same way?
Hell no.
If he was a regular YouTuber doing,
a lot of weird people now that's gonna ride with him because they weird too. They weird, they goofy, and you know they love negativity, so they're gonna override the positivity with
and you're right, he got the platform for him to do it on too. So yeah, of course they gonna ride with him. But I'm saying if he had 1,000 subscribers working on me an average job,
they will laugh at him.
And and he was podcasting or whatever, and they threw those allegations on him.
Mm-hmm. They'd have slayed him.
They would have hit the button on him. He wouldn't even be on the internet.
Yeah, he'd been gone.
So it's like we already know everybody they benefiting out of it. And like I've been saying,
opportunity.
He know too much. Every time he pulls somebody to interview somebody, he gonna tell you something about something you did in the streets, or he gonna be like, "Oh, I heard." So what I get out of that, like, you know, I'm gonna keep it real. These dudes are getting paid, man. I talk
like scripted too. Some of them feel like it's scripted. Like
they giving out information for cash. These dudes are confidential informers. There's something going on. There's some type of twist. Somebody is telling this man something because he's not in the streets. He's not from the streets to know any type of street business. Or if something happened yesterday, the day before yesterday, somebody is telling him that's involved in these communities. You know, confidential informants, rats. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna keep it. That's just G. You don't see him on there talking about my hood business and putting my homies in action because we don't roll like that. If they do probably go that way, and I tell them like I wouldn't want you to go on this platform. If you could go on this platform, you could go on all these other big platforms. So at the end of the day, I wouldn't want you to, but if you do go, you know what I mean, address what he doing. Check him.
Yes.
Don't answer no game questions. Tell him we don't hear you. I'm gonna still promote my music. Like if I was in that situation, like I've been saying, I'll go in there and we're gonna have 30, 40 out in that lobby. We're gonna have 3 or 4 in there with me and 30, 40 out there waiting.
Yo, you shouldn't even be nowhere around that.
These dudes, like, they feel like they got these establishments, they got security, they got this, but you speaking on street politics, so are we gonna go in there? You want to shoot an interview? I do music. All right, we're gonna shoot the interview. But guess what? I'm gonna check you. I'm gonna check you about all the situations that I want to bring up. And when he start acting how I want, like nobody gonna do nothing to him, I'm gonna look at him. I'm not gonna threaten you. I'm not gonna do nothing to you. You're not gonna do nothing to me. And that's facts. But I am gonna press you, and I am gonna promote my music.
Yeah.
I am gonna promote my music while I'm here, and I am gonna check you. So let's get the interview going. We gonna, you know what I mean? I'm addressing about this shit and let him ask him what he gonna ask, but he gonna know when I'm done with my stuff. He gonna know not to ask me what he asks everybody else.
Easy. Can you pull that? You can pull that drawing up.
Yeah, let me send it off to me.
Yeah, I texted to you in your phone. Yeah, so people right here, you know, this is Nightcap with Friends, the best podcast at night, powered by Smoking Politics with me. We got guest co-host KingBam in the building. We got Ice BZ in the building, man. Subscribe and hit the bell to all of our channels, please. Tune in every Wednesday, man, 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Pacific. Nightcap with Friends, the best podcast at night, powered by Smoking Politics with me. You know what I mean? Sometimes I'll interview people. Sometimes we just talk about current events, you know, drug abuse, you know, mental health, all that, man. Real honorable discussions, man.
Yeah, I want to say, you know what I mean? Salute everybody. Shout out everybody, you know what I mean? I ain't been saying I took this time off and to start the year off, you know what I mean? I did no social media for 2 weeks. Then I've been doing all my stuff, eating nothing but fruits and, you know, doing that seed retention, keeping my mind stable so I could give y'all the best me for this year. But you know what I mean, salute everybody and salute ODM Slim. I've done seen a lot of little stuff he's been doing. And I know he got his own personal motives, you know, why he deal with the boy. But, you know, for a lot of these other dudes, like, I'm just here to say, you know, I'm back on here. I'm back stepping on next. You know, all that, man. I ain't stepping on no toes. I'm stepping on next. And if you moving, how you moving, you know what I mean? How y'all been moving, you know what I mean? You can't get mad at my reactions because I'm going to start reacting to all this stuff that I see. Talking anybody involved in the gang culture and you going to go talk to that boy or you talking to these other boys, I'm going to react to it. And you know what I mean? It is what it is. It's stamped. It's in the street. You already know, man. It's up there. It's stuck. And you know, let's get this money and keep these politics off the internet. Keep your hood stuff off the internet. You know what I mean? That's just me giving you personal advice. I ain't telling nobody what to do, but it's too many indictments and all type of stuff going on, and nobody wants to be labeled on the internet like I'm him. You know what I mean? That's the dumbest thing in the world, to sit yourself on a platform and let these folks know I am him, just like they watch. They watching right now. They watch everybody. YouTubes get watched by the feds, all type of, you know, different type of detectives. So you have to watch what you say and stop telling stories that involve somebody else that didn't give you the right to tell that story. Because I see people telling stories and they'll say we did this, we shot them, we beat, and they'll be like, yeah, but the homie such and such. Like I can imagine when he looking at the video and he say his name, he probably duck, like, you know what I mean? Like, damn, like,
What the fuck?
yeah. So I'm just saying,
Hey, man.
keep it solid. It's a lot of money to get. And if you ain't got no stories to tell that you done did by yourself, I already know you play follow the leader.
Don't tell shit. Don't tell no story. You ain't got nothing to tell. Don't even rap. It's over, man. Do
Right.
something else. Feel me? Because
So-
motherfuckers be having the audacity to rap about other people's lives, or they'll put somebody else in this shit, and they're not even built for this shit. Then they gonna fold on the pressure. If you was
Right.
smart and you know how to write shit, you would make up names. It don't have to be real. You can just make up a story, fake story of name. It could be interesting because the beat probably gonna be fired to them, to the youth I'm talking about. It might be fired in them, so. But it's 2024, man. The real coming back, real hip hop coming back. It's coming back in full circle. Everything happens for a reason. So,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
So people, this footage we're gonna see, like I said, shout out to Point and Shoot. Y'all go subscribe and hit that bell to that brother's channel. He is always on Adam, Kelly, and all that. He's always on the undesirables on this internet, on this platform. So salute to him. He really watch. You're gonna see people, and it's just like you know, just like BZ was saying, like if you're, you know, in the street or attached to an organization, or you set by you say you live by a certain morals and rules and honor and all that, why is you associating yourself with this dude? Why are you going out of your way to just to be seen? So what else, in my mind, what else are you willing to do for bread and opportunity behind closed doors for nobody that, and nobody won't find out? What are you willing to do? That's what I think about. It's the little shit with me. If you're willing to stand in front of this motherfucker, be all in the pictures, in the videos, on his platform for the world to see, like he ain't no weird ass chomo, right? What else are you willing to do? Do you agree, Bam?
I agree. As I said, you know, in life, the life, you know, it always exposes people. The truth always exposes people, and people they're gonna see that you're betraying to be something you're not. Just like, for instance, like me, been on social media for a good 16 years now. I might talk mad shit. I might talk stories. Not once one person. One might speak my facts. Not one person ever said, "Yo, Bam, you lying. You a bitch ass nigga. You making up shit." Nah, they never said that though. And they older, younger. You know, they never said that because the presentation, how you carry yourself with other people, and the respect that they're gonna give you, they're gonna allow you to speak your mind and tell your piece. Now, if you fake, they're gonna expose you. You're gonna have bad. Y'all got video, you get knocked out. You soft ass nigga, you got robbed. They gonna get. That's why make sure your shit is right growing up. Make sure you're always 10 toes down when you're younger to now. So nobody can try to pull up no skeleton out of your closet. Nobody can try to pull your car. There is no car you can pull for me. Because the people gonna vouch for you how you was growing up. Fuck the clothes. The real people is gonna vouch for you how your life was. They're gonna be like, he a real one. Now he's soft. You know, he rat. He got bad paperwork. Truth gonna expose people. Life.
He got bad paperwork.
That's a fact. Some people get caught with paperwork. That's on them. And they fall under pressure. Feel me? I mean, people gonna glorify. They're gonna glorify rats now. I'm telling you. That's the new thing now. They're gonna glorify rats.
Man and them got mad paperwork.
They like the nerd shit now. They like the nerd shit now. They like Ice Spice. They like No, whatever the chick is, shorty, whatever her name Red, whatever her name Sexy Red, they love the goofy stuff, the Magic School Bus era. That's what they like. So,
Yeah.
but now slowly, real hip hop is coming back because people not jacking that no more. They're getting tired of that. They get tired of hearing the same corny show over and over, the same songs. You sound them the same. There's no creativity. There's no content, no concept, no message to his shit. That's what people look. Right when they listen to my shit, they say it's content, it's concept. That's how I know I got a chance to, be up there with Griselda and the Nas and the people who's really lyrical. That's keeping hip hop alive the way it's supposed to be. The tradition of it.
No, I agree.
You don't gotta rap like Run DMC or Kool Moe Dee or Kool Herc or Fuji rap. No, you be yourself, but still have that authenticity. We from the gold school, so
you see how you said that? If you look at back in the days, you only had one person, one Ice Cube, one Ice T, one. You know what I mean?
They choke you up, bro. Get out of here, bro. Don't ever use my phone no more, yo.
So it's like now, what
I
think,
boy.
Like the music, it's not like you said, ain't no creativity no more because they could see you got a buzz. Just like just use Draco the Ruler for when he came out with that style, everybody started talking rapping. Everybody, it's like it turned into trends. It's like you remaking somebody else's music over and over, but you just saying your own words. Now you use them. That's like somebody trying to be Ice Cube, Tupac again. You trying to be the new Tupac, but you using his style, the way he rap. And, you gotta get your own crap. That's part of us having different artists.
That's a fact.
Look at each other like clones now. You be like, that's his clone. When you hear somebody rap, you know who he got his style from now. It's like you can look at him. Okay, he trying to be Draco the Ruler. All right, he rapping like Dirk. He rapping like Wayne. He rapping like back in the days. It was style. It's like it had even different styles that was weird when you first heard it, but when you hear the song so many times, you like, and then you start listening to the rest of their music, and now you introduced to a different type of artist. But now it's like everybody rap about the same thing. Everybody splitting your top with the cup in their hand, and everybody got kills, and you know what I mean? What happened to the money, the females, and the anthem music?
Real storytelling, the love you got for
storytelling,
the LL Cool J vibe. You can switch it up on some rap with the female. Show more interest. Now you booming up the block, and then I'm trying to bag a female in the same song, and it don't make no sense.
We only bobbing to the beat and the sound of the voice now. The words really don't mean nothing because everybody's saying the same thing over and over. They just re-saying it after something else. And if you look at everybody raps, you can look at it. You see how Boosie even start looking at it and start saying, y'all using my stuff. But it's just like this been going on. He don't even understand that even in one point in his life, he was doing it. He started.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they're gonna catch him. They're gonna
every song, y'all. Everybody remade a song that came out before. So you gotta let people grind and eat and do what they do because that's what they turn rap into or just hip hop into. Taking the song and seeing who could do it better. That's what like everybody in competition. That's why it's less collabs now. Back in the days, you had so many collabs and R&B singers with rap. R&B singers don't even want to sing with these rappers now.
That's fine, yo.
Yeah.
Man, everybody's in competition. Oh no, I ain't doing nothing. You're not gonna kill me on the track. It's not about that. Let's just go on the track. Let's create magic, some timeless music. And let's make it happen. But
RDL, salute, man, salute.
Yeah, I agree, man.
That's why I'm listening to
it's up there though. The little thing up there when you ready.
Oh yeah, it's up there. All right, bet. Here we go, people. So, this right here, like once again, shout out to Point and Shoot. Right, that's the channel, right?
Yeah.
Point and Shoot. All right, shout out to Point and Shoot. Point and Shoot. Shout out to them. Subscribe. Hit the bell. He's on the road to 50,000. Here we go, people.
Over some clips from this podcast that Adam 16 and Lena the Plug did with controversial streamer Neon and his new girlfriend. So I guess they all thought it'd be a great idea to sit down as couples.
Go back a little bit. You feel me? Child.
Yes, they all thought it'd be a great idea.
When I see that, when I see her face, it screams child, bro.
Huggies diapers.
Child, bro.
Yeah.
She's a child. She's a kid.
Yeah.
Wait. That's Lena. Go to it, BZ. Go a little bit over.
Go somewhere.
Right there. That's what we need to get at. Right here. Boom. Hold on. Right there. Damn, hold on. Right there. There we go. Look, people. Child.
Yeah.
Where does she look like she's a woman?
She like 17, 18.
Yeah, bro.
She look young.
Now watch this. I make this point right here, people, so you can see what's gonna happen next.
Wait, the dude that's next to her, that's her man.
That's her man. He's also a kid too. He's 19. You should have. Now watch this. Now press play. Now before you press play, hold on. I just want people to understand this right here. The majority of the fucking population is gonna look at her and be like, "Child, she's young as hell." Feel me? Now press play. Watch this.
Yes, they all thought it would be a great idea to sit down as couples and talk about couples stuff, and they named the podcast.
That's what he really wants to
what
do.
ended up happening wasn't a couples therapy session at all. It was actually a huge epic failure. And I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. I've got this episode is jam-packed with information and little clips and tidbits and things that are going to really get you guys to understand exactly what's been going on. And this was not couples therapy. This wasn't even couples anything. There's only one couple at this table, and that's Neon and the girl. Adam and Lena are not a couple. They are.
Rewind that back, BZ. You missed it.
I actually want to begin this episode with our first this
Rewind
table,
a little bit
Neon
back.
and the girl.
Right there.
Adam to understand exactly
right here. Look
what's
at
been
this.
going on.
Look at
this
him.
Was not
Watch how he
couples
zooms
therapy.
in.
This wasn't even couples anything. There's only one couple at this table, and that's Neon and the girl. Adam and Lena are not a couple.
Hey,
they
got them slow motion.
So
I
actually want to begin this episode with our first clip.
Pause this real quick.
It's a doozy.
Now you see people why I always say if you go on this platform and you're talking about you're sturdy and you're thorough, you have honor, you good moral, you stand on business. Why are you going to this man's platform? You just willingly see that he loves underage girls, even though that girl's not underage, but she looks hella young, meaning he loves that shit.
Yeah.
It's all out there. Yo, Lil Pump put them out there, nigga. They were smashing the same chicks on tour. This was when Lil Pump was 17. He was smashing little kids, bro.
That's crazy.
He was tweeting about how he loves underage porn. And y'all go and niggas is running when the white man calls and he throws little bands at y'all run to his platform. That is weird to me. You are a fucking weirdo going on that platform.
They were trying to
weirdo.
It was us.
I don't give a fuck what you've done in the street. None of that. All that shit goes out the window in my world, in my fucking eyes. That shit don't mean nothing no more, bro. What else are you willing to do?
I say clip.
Fuck. It's proof right here, bro. Like, what do y'all think? Did you see that? I'm gonna shut up. What? Oh, God.
Yeah, I seen it. It's like when she was walking in, you seen it was in slow motion. Like you could see the eyes. He undressed her.
Were we watching the whole video or no? Or like half of it?
Go ahead.
Wait,
we do just a little bit. You're gonna see it. You're gonna see how uncomfortable it's just weird. Like he's a predator, bro.
Yeah, you could probably play it towards the end, something like that. Or the part.
He's a predator.
No, you can tell that he trying to ask these questions. He's lining it up to ask questions to see where their head is at. But they young. So young people gonna get dumb answers. They young. They don't know about the shit. But he too creepy. He on some creepy shit that's the type of vibe he into.
He needs to get fucking
that's crazy though. They like you will let them. It don't matter what your age. I know, understand. They young minded, yeah. But come on, what type of man gonna let somebody bring you on a platform and knowing everybody watching you, everybody gonna see this and let you question you about your relationship with the women? And that's your personal.
$1,000. That's what they feel because they're young. I do it for $2,000.
And you know what? I didn't get this interview. I didn't get this interview because Neon don't even need him. He's already lit. He got like a cult following. He got almost.
You gotta understand.
If I'm not mistaken,
Maybe he felt otherwise.
I think he got like 1 million subscribers, bro.
Yeah, he felt otherwise if he went on the show and crashed out like this. Like, come on, man.
He don't
They
even
need
need
some
the
type
clout. So
of,
that right there is
you
like
know what it
weird
is
to me.
though. You like I just started peeping what people doing. It's becoming, even celebrities is doing it now. They going on there. They need some type of controversy. They need to be kept. You know what I mean? Even if somebody gonna clip one little thing he said out of that interview, he gonna trend. It's gonna keep them trending. So they going about it the wrong way instead of bringing talent. Like it's boiling down to everybody leeching. Like everybody look
Attention
like
is a
and talk
drug,
about all
like
these people
motherfucker.
doing that now. Everybody doing that because we watch the big celebrities do it now. They throw themselves on the internet and go get interviewed. And I believe some of these people be telling them to ask certain type of questions that,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you
they
know,
do. Yeah.
they know they be too comfortable asking them with certain questions that you
You can
shouldn't be
tell.
asking. He done gave you the okay already. He
Yeah.
already had an agreement
Gave
saying,
you the green light. Like, yeah, say this.
yeah, it's a contract. He not stupid. He know what he doing, so he's getting these contracts done too. You signing something when you doing this stuff. So you agreed to the question. So ain't because I know ain't nobody in the world finna just ask you about an open case or
Out of the
your
blue.
personal life that we hide, like not hide, but you don't put everybody in your business. So going on a platform talking about it, the whole world know your business. You trying to keep it from people that's close to you and your family or just folks. And now the whole world saying that this is what the people want them to see. That's what I'm getting off this. Like they know what he about to do with this. He finna chop it up. He finna have some other people chop it up on the side and act like it ain't him and stir some stuff up. This man, he a genius when it comes to, you know, the community, far as like the hip hop and the gang culture. He noticed like you dudes need money because this what I see when I see somebody just doing certain type of interviews and you need money. It's plenty of ways to skin a cat out here, man. It's plenty of ways, like plenty of jobs, plenty of hustles, man. Podcasts, different stuff you could get money. So when I see people like that, them be the people that be up and coming rapping or just getting out and maybe they want the world to know, yeah, I just got out for murder. I just got out for, you know what I mean? These are the people that want to be like rewarded for the things that they do and the things that they're doing. So I look at it, I understand it, but I don't respect it because I didn't understand it first. I was like, what's wrong with these folks? They letting these folks, but no, I ain't no. He done interviewed too many people and
Exactly.
did too many people dirty for somebody to let him set them up and line them up for a messed up trick question because you should already have your head on a swivel. That let me know that you being somebody that you're not because you there with a different persona and when he asks you certain stuff, you giving up game and doing that, and you could tell it's like, you know, I watch a lot of body language, different stuff. Just like he used like police tactics on somebody. Like I watch him, he's zero. He asks you, he gets you
Tell you.
comfortable like the police and talk
Yeah,
about normal
yeah.
stuff, and then he hit you with a cold question just out of the blue. And
Just to see how
everybody know
you
your
act.
voice changed when you get hit with a question, an uncomfortable
See
question,
how you act.
or you guilty or something. You gonna come, your voice gonna change, and your body posture.
So,
You
everything.
start looking uncomfortable. That's when he start attacking you. That's when he be like, "All right, he not even like that. Let me hit him with this and that." And that's the it's a confrontation, and he telling you you're not gonna do nothing to him. That these dudes don't understand. He cracking the code, man. I highly believe a lot of these folks like I highly believe he working with the law, man. These people is telling him to get these kind of questions out of these game bangers and stuff like that, man. Like
Somebody gonna give him a wedgie.
I don't care about what part of my life I was in. I would never be proud to get on nobody's camera and say I was a game banger. Never. Never in my life I was just proud to say, oh, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this.
You
No,
happy?
it wasn't because you gotta explain stuff behind that. And that's something that I'm not into doing. Like, and now when these fools go down for a simple gun case or something like that, they get lined up in the courtroom because all these interviews and all this stuff on the internet
Got you.
glorifying the gang culture. You know what I mean? And if they watch my channel, watch my style being from the jump, I tell them the gang culture is trash. You know what I mean? They dealing with washed up OGs. These dudes, you know what I mean, on dope, all type of stuff. Ain't nobody drunk, standing in front of the stove, make them a page, and they probably got a little history that they went to jail, did a few things back in the days, and they glorifying and living off of it. But at the end of the day, these are not the dudes that's raising the real ones that raise the last of a real dying breed, because these are dudes that don't want to even see social media. My big dogs don't even look at social media. We don't even want no picture. So You know, I learned that from my homie. I don't take pictures with everybody. I don't take pictures like don't just point the camera at me and take pictures with me or stand next to me and take a picture. You might rat next week. That's just me. I'm not into taking pictures with people that I ain't grow up with and you know trust and got my trust in them. So regular people that I meet, yeah, boom, I see them, but it's never gonna be nothing to where I want to be in everybody picture and everybody picture. I could be all over the YouTube on all type of different platforms, but at the end of the day, these folks deal with people that you know don't suit my lifestyle. That's going, you know what I mean, probably tear my name down. So at the end of the day, I stay far from it and grow slowly and pull people gradually instead of just jumping and saying I'm gonna go for the 20,
That's
30.
what all three of us have in common, bro.
I was about to say something like that too. I mean that because I'm saying like we all got that in common. Cause I don't fuck with a lot of people. I don't want to fuck with you. Once I feel the vibe and I know it's off, in the next minute, 10 seconds, 20 seconds, I already know I'm cool off of this because I already know what you're gonna come with, that negative energy. And I don't really got time for it because you not worth nothing. But I know my worth. I know how much I'm worth. If I go down with you, it's over. So if you get jammed up, don't mention my name. And when you do shit dolo. For real.
Right.
So you don't have nobody to point the finger at. You did the crime, you do the time. That's how it is with all of us. You do the crime, you do the time. I don't want to bring you down with me. There's no morals, there's no structure, there's no discipline there. Everything's all out the window. Having the youth think they can say whatever. Parents think that they kids' best friends instead of being the parents. The thing's just fucked up right now. It's just fucked up. Some of them be scared of their kids. Like, what the fuck you your kids for?
Speaking of fucked up, right?
Someone be scared of him. He crazy as hell.
Speaking of fucked up, right? I might get some shit for talking about this, but with all due respect, right? And this is real shit. And they'll probably be like, "Oh, everybody says that before they." Nah, man, this is real shit. Like because you gotta call a spade, bro.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I believe in free will. Whatever somebody wants to, what religion they want to be, that's their business. Their sexual preference, that's their business. But when something is being done like forcefully and like, I mean, then it's a problem to me. You know what I mean? That's where I have a problem. So I want to get you guys, before we wrap this up, I want to get you guys, if you want to speak on this, because I know this is real sensitive, but your thoughts on, basically social media, movies, cartoons, like what are your thoughts on everything, like this whole LGBT thing community being forced on the kids, man? You know what I mean?
I mean, it's not the same no more. We live in a sensitive era, and we could be like Malcolm X or Martin Luther King or Magneto, because he's like based off of that. That is, he based off of Malcolm X, Magneto. I was word of my mother. Stan Lee made him off of him. So you could be that person, Magneto, because he wanted to. He was on that same type of time, but when you get that type of force, they don't want warriors no more. They want sis with the handbags. They want us to call each other sis and all that, and high five and patty cake and all that shit, and jump rope together. That's what they want. That's what they want. They don't want warriors, but I'm not raising my son to be no sissy. He gonna be a warrior. And I don't take that word.
Break it down again, like you said in your interview, a warrior, and break it down.
Yeah.
For the people in the back that don't know, they probably thinking you want your son doing crazy nut shit out there.
Yeah, like
the warrior.
The warrior's not out. He's not living the same life as me. One thing I could agree on about the soft ass sensitive era is he's not doing what we used to do. He's not in the streets. He's not gangbang. He's not selling drugs. He's not doing that. The worst he probably gonna do is be on Roblox cursing somebody out on YouTube.
Yeah,
that's it. That's nothing. I can take that though. And worry about my son getting killed in the streets, or worry about him selling drugs, I have worry about him getting robbed or something happening. So I'm cool with that, but I'm raising him to be smart. Smart warrior. He's doing good in school. I want him to know that he's a man at the end of the day. Don't let nobody mistreat you. Don't let nobody install the failure or the fear upon you because you know what you know at the end of the day. I don't want you to be me. Even though we're saying you're a junior, I want you to be a better version of me. And that's a real warrior right there. That's what I want. I'm proud of that. When I'm gone, I'll be proud.
Yeah.
I mean, they discover that and they look at it like, oh yeah, I want you to go out there and jack people. No, I'm not saying that, but defend yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, defend yourself.
With me, I don't listen. I'm gonna love my child regardless. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I don't want it forced on my child. Let my child have free will. Like
You
that's
know
the
what
only
it
thing.
is?
That's my only issue with that. BZ, what are your thoughts?
They, I feel like they stripping us out of our rights to raise our own kids and make their own choices. Because if you allow things like that, you should segregate it in for the folks that really don't care about their kids. You know, doing that, like make certain schools or, you know what I mean? Because we all getting stripped out of our parenthood if you look at it, because
Yeah.
you can't even protect your child. So with this type of stuff, I just feel like, you know, it's stripping us out of our parenthood, making it harder and making us like make our kids more judgmental. Because if we got to sit there and explain stuff to them too early because they trying to teach it to them early, I don't know what frame of thought that he might form in his mind because he's not fully mature. So he might look at, you know what I mean, people that's that way in a bad way, or what, when you supposed to just say, you know, you could be what you want to be. I don't care. Long as you respect my grounds and, you know what I mean, my well being,
Yeah.
that's cool. I can't judge you whether, you know what I mean, whether you gay, you do drugs or whatever. I'm not gonna judge you, but it is a respect line, you know what I mean, that you can't cross. So
Facts.
but what I'm just trying to say is these kids are not old enough to think like we think. So you might have a mother or a father that don't know how to explain it in a way to, you know, elevate your mind, and it might just corrupt you. It might be like, oh, okay, I don't like these, I don't like them never. You know what I mean? It might have them with hateful ways. So it's making it hard on the parents out here. How we got to parent, you know what I mean? Do our children. And they always say, you know, we got freedom for this, freedom for that. You know, that is true. Like if he like the same sex, then or she like the same sex, then that's what you do. But I feel like personally, it shouldn't be taught through schools and stuff like that. That's something that should be taught at home. It should be legal. And if you talk to your kid and your kid wants to be that way, you got a boy, and I guess he's gonna go the girl route. He's gonna be able to use those bathrooms and stuff. So we have to explain this stuff to our kids, because I got an older kid, I got big kids, I got small kids, so I have to let them know they might, you know what I mean, be in there and get startled and see a man in a bathroom with a girl. She might get scared and panic. But so you gotta explain it to them, and they made it. We forcing it on them way at an early age. That's all I can say is they're not mature enough. You might gotta explain it to them before they even a teen. So they might develop, you know, some type of hatred. And I highly think that, you know, these higher people, they know that too. They know this stuff stirs up stuff. They know it makes the world more worse. They just
Yeah.
finding more ways to make us corrupt and make us go against each other.
Even
Because
even if you keep on exerting it in their head as they get older, but
yeah,
you're not corrupting their mind or manipulating them to hate. You're just letting them know ahead of time. These are the times that these things is going to occur. Just be prepared for.
yeah, you gotta tell them, like, you know,
Yeah.
it's like I can't tell nobody what to do, but you know, it wasn't the original thing to do. That's what I can tell them, like, you know, like it wasn't the original thing to do. Man is for woman and woman is for man. But if they got that, you know, that state of mind, you gotta accept your child. Like I wouldn't
True.
say I don't want nothing to do with my son or my daughter
I'm still
because
gonna
of what
love
they
my
choose
kid.
to do. Like you know what I mean? That's still my flesh and blood,
Facts.
and I'ma still protect them no matter what. But at the end of the day, shit, it is what it is. We gotta let it be what it is. You know what I mean? The world is changing, and we gotta actually change with it. You know how we always say we stay the same. You can't stay the same because you
Gotta
gotta
evolve. Gotta reinvent yourself.
facts. Everybody will sit there and say, I'm the same. I'm the same brother from years ago. No, you're not.
Ain't
You
that?
done matured. You done stopped doing stuff. You done bettered your health. Or you done got worse. You're not the same. You will never be the same person because life changes you. Things happen, whether they're good or bad. It's gonna change you. And if you don't change and you stay stuck in the box, you're gonna be looked at crazy because all type of opportunities hopping over your head, passing you by, stepping on your feet, and you feeling like you can't do these things because you grew up like this. Like that's like me in my days. I watched people get bullied that was that way. And I just had the father that really put me up on game, like let them be. They ain't bothering you, like you know what I mean. So I grew up to have, you know what I mean, develop my own thoughts about the people that did that, you know what I mean? People that did certain things. So I respect it because I want people to respect me and respect what I'm doing. But that don't mean I approve for my kids, you know what I mean, to do it like that. I'm allowed for them at an early age to be corrupted in that type of like situation. I'd rather for them get above age at least hit 17, 18 to have a mature kind of mind.
Yeah.
They're gonna make that type of choice. But
Agree.
you know, I was watching something the other day. It was like, matter of fact, it just popped up on Instagram, and it was two dudes that looked like they're in junior high or elementary or junior high. And he was like, I broke up with you. It was two dudes arguing. The teacher standing there with her mouth wide open. The kids like, wow, like they. So I don't really understand where they went wrong at, but I'm just trying to say like elementary and junior high is too small for somebody
That's
to
what I'm
be.
saying. Like they forcing the shit.
They forcing it upon these kids, and they
Yeah,
probably
that
and
I don't
they're not
agree with
mature,
that.
so they thinking it's okay. If they're telling us this, it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay to do what you want, but you have a choice to do the right thing first. You know, that's what I want anybody to do is to find a significant other
That's a whole
and,
fact.
and grow. Like, you know what I mean? Ain't nobody perfect, but at the end of the day, it's all messed up. And all we could do, we just gotta up our parenthood. You gotta stay on your kids and pay attention, and you know, put all that stuff on parental mode, they iPads, all type of stuff, because you got creeps like, you know, like the boy. They be getting all type of
Yeah.
messages. They playing all type of stuff. Like
I bet you he has a lot of fake accounts.
yeah,
Mr. Adam
see,
Kelly.
I see my
Adam
kids
11.
like, and they getting bigger, so they start playing Roblox and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And you know, my daughter, my youngest one, she's 6, and she started that her brother downloaded for her. You know, she playing it, and I see her playing one day, and I look, so I'm like, "What's that?" They got a thing. I tap on it, and it's like a chat bar. They could talk to each other.
Yeah, and I bet you she got mad friend requests too. That's why I
That's
control
why
my son's.
that's why I was
His
gonna tell
account
you. I
is on
looked
my
on there.
phone. I control everything. I turned off the chat, all that. I put on the profile so there's no confusion. How old my son is. Yeah, you ain't. You know what I mean, he can't chat with you anyway. So it's like I deleted all that.
Yeah,
Like
but this
we
will
ain't
mess
doing none
me
of
up.
that.
I look and I type. I'm like, she running. It's like some little obstacle thing. They like role play stuff, like they playing.
Yeah,
And the dude, I guess the boys was coming right there. You know, they can make their own characters and shit. And
yeah.
he's, what's up? What's up with you? And I put, I'm only 6 years old. And he put,
Hey,
so
so
it made me like, damn, this dude is big because he reading and he's writing back. My daughter ain't gonna be able to, know what I mean, type all that shit back till she's 6. You know what I mean? So what I did was I made an account and then went on there and boom and started looking at the people. Most of them people above age, some of them 30, 20 something years old.
Yeah.
So I started
That's what
looking
I'm
at some of
saying.
the friend requests and some of the people in there. So I just messaged everybody, man, that's a 6-year-old. I'm her father, a 6-year-old. You know what I mean? Like leave her alone.
Yeah. That's
But
just wicked.
this is why I say that, because they're opening up doors to allow a lot of stuff. They allow a lot of people minds to wonder and ponder on stuff, and they be curious, like especially doing that type of stuff. She don't know no better. She's 6, so even when she turns 7, 8, she can still get manipulated, be texting, and the little boy, oh, I'm 6 too. I'm
Yeah,
6
yeah.
too. I'm 7 too. I'm 8. You know what I mean? But these is grown men that let you know it's a lot of sick minds out here. We got to pay attention to our kids. And, you know, that just woke me up like extra. Like, damn, what, bro? I've been hearing about this game for all this time. You know what I mean? I wonder why grown ups be talking about it. So I'm like, dang, this is something that I got to get you on parental mode and you only play certain games. You know what I mean? Like obstacle games and learning games and stuff like that on that they got to offer right there. But as far as running around freely, they run around guns, all type of stuff. I said this like GTA. They got a virtual GTA doing crazy stuff. Like, man, it's crazy, man. So it's like I said, it's changing. We gotta change with it. We gotta accept the change and just find a better way to get around it. That's all I
Learn
can
how to
say.
navigate through it.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
like you gotta crack the code because you gotta think about it. The rules that used to apply back then has changed. Now they got the ability, like governments, to override the original rules and try to make it seem like now, you know, we're gonna let this happen. Accept it. I get it. You know, you gotta adapt. You gotta evolve. You gotta reinvent. You gotta make yourself better. And we in this era, this generation where as long as we keep being there for our kids and telling them the right stuff, not corrupting them or stirring them the wrong way. I think we'll be all right. We'll be all right, though.
All right, check this out. Now, fellas, we gonna wrap this up a little bit. This is the victory lap right here. I want to end it off with this, and I wanted to just get y'all's perspective on this. This
Right.
is real big for me and my platform and my subscribers and whoever else it deals with depression. You know what I'm saying? So I was doing some research, and mental illness has become a major issue worldwide, right? It's said to affect more than 350 million people worldwide. I feel like the number is way more higher than that. You feel me? Because there's so many people that's living, off the grid, and there's this freaking tribes that's still been here since the beginning of time, and nobody has discovered them. Like it's way more people. People suffer. I feel like the majority of the population, if not everybody, suffers from depression. I don't give a fuck how tough you are, what it is. You suffer from some type of trauma, man, because it's unless you're a robot, unless you AI out here. You know what I mean? I don't mean that. You know what I mean? So, what are you guys' thoughts on that, man? It's said to affect more than 350 million people worldwide, man. One of y'all grab the rock.
I think.
Grab the basketball. Go ahead.
I think that everybody copes with it different because everybody is different. Everybody gravitates towards something to take their mind off of it. Some people take medication after medication. Some people run to drugs and think that that's the answer. But when you wake up and you're sober, you're still gonna be depressed. Still gonna be there. Ain't gonna go nowhere. So I think like everybody, like you said, the numbers is probably way higher because the way the world has been going, it will make people traumatized or make you feel some type of way. The pandemic, I know a lot of people out there is probably broke. They probably ain't got it. So it make you want to go out there and rob somebody and do shit because you're already stressed out. You're already going through a lot of mental shit in your mind. You're already thinking a lot of shit. And that's how you end up in jail because you committed a crime. And you don't need to do it though. But my advice is when I ever felt like I was depressed, like video games saved my life. Like playing like 2K, Madden online with the crew, Street Fighter, things of that nature, watching little animes, little sports here and there. These are the things that get my mind off of stuff. But even when I do music, I write music, go to the studio or get some certain beats. It takes my mind off it, and that's like pretty much in it almost 24 hours a day. That's like 16 hours out of the day that my mind is not focused on different stuff. Because you gotta have the ability, and it's not being malice, and it's not being cold-hearted, but you have to have the ability to not give a fuck about what people think, what they say, how they feel about you. Who cares? You gotta live your life at the end of the day. And as long as you throw you 10 toes down, that's all that matters. People control, people can say whatever. You're not going to affect my day because when I go to sleep that ninja, and I wake up that ninja. That's how you gotta think like that for real.
That's real.
You gotta think like that. Like, dang, I'm thankful, for the Lord above for letting me see another day.
Right.
Live my life. Because life is too short, man. You gotta live it like it's your last day every day. For real. That's even with your kids. That's with your people
in the building. Yeah, man.
Insanity is it, man. That's what it is. Peace and insanity is worth more than being with friends with negativity, with people who ain't going nowhere. Your peace is everything.
Peace to you. Before we wrap this up, what are your thoughts on it, man? It's said to affect depression is said to affect more than 350 million people worldwide. Mental illness has become a major issue worldwide. It's been an issue way before people started taking statistics and all that and keeping on, man. It's way before civilization. It's been an issue. So what they talking about has become. All right, go ahead. I'm gonna show you.
Like you said, the numbers is way higher because what they going on is the people that actually went to the doctor and got treated and that's been documented because majority of the people that's got depression and mental illness, they don't really talk about it, they hide it and it get worse.
Right.
Because they don't have nobody to talk to. They so busy trying to like fake normal. You can't, you can't get past your disabilities. So at the end of the day, it's like, it been a problem. They saying they just bringing it to it now to play because they don't washed a lot of people up. People got life. People, know what I mean? They done shot people, and they knowing these people is mentally ill. They got all these lawsuits and all these people, and now they seeing they own folks drown. First, it was just the black and the brown. Now it's all races drowning in drugs and going to jail, catching life and jail sentences. So these folks, they know what they doing. They making it like a big issue now. So when they folks or anybody get in trouble, it's easy to get off anything. Oh, he's mentally ill. He's doing this. You know what I mean? So these people only disable themselves by not getting no help. So the stats is wrong like crazy, because I know a lot of people that I'm around that's actually depressed and you know that I know. So and you see them on social media, you would think, oh, he the happiest man or happiest woman in the world. He rich, he balling. You know what I mean? When I'm looking at the whole situation, like, dang, bro, like I ain't like that. I done just shot bro money or did something. You know what I mean? Helped him with something, and then next thing you know, here comes a probably video from it could be a year ago, 6 months ago, pandemic video that you done photoshopped and changed the cut, and you doing it. And then, but when you look, if you look at the situation, they don't have that same stuff on that they had back then. That's like you. That's that pandemic change you had. Okay, you don't got it no more. So you just called my phone. You know what I mean? And poured your feelings out. And 10 minutes later, I'm scrolling down. You on there? Yeah. Bottle in your hand. I'm like, dang. If I didn't know you, I'd be want to hang with you, man. But now that I know you, it just pushed me farther away from a person, because it's like, dang, you going through some shit, and then you will see them probably on the internet making a post slandering somebody. Oh, you ain't got it. You ain't got it. But that's part of mental illness. Like a lot of people, you mentally ill. When I see somebody doing that, I'd be like, you right. And I actually tell people when I get around them, I'm like, man, you take my $100. You just sold about 5 bands on Instagram last night, boy.
They photoshopped it from 2020.
Yo, I'm using this clip right here to promote.
So it's part of mental illness. Mental illness.
It is. Yeah.
And a lot of these people that's on the internet, they got a big mental illness that they got to deal with, because they don't telling stories that ain't true and standing on stuff that ain't true. You crazy in the head. You making yourself believe. You rewatching your reaction and being like, yeah, I did that. I did 10 years. I did. You know what I mean? That's like people put so much on it. That's, man, it's mental illness, man. That's the new part of mental illness. The people that's on here and they rich on the internet, but motherfucker working 2 jobs and still can't pay the bills in real life. I'm gonna keep it G with you, man. I know a lot of folks.
His girl took his car, so he can't get his car back.
Man, man, I'm telling you, man, mental illness has
real. It's real.
Up. Like I want to say the last 20 years, it's been the worst, because if you look back 20 years back, look at everything that been happening and all the stuff that been doing. This is mental illness. People holding it in, and they getting older and they starting to gang bang or do whatever they do, and they starting to rob, get a little money, and they don't know how to act. So you would never know he mentally ill till you start seeing one of these celebrities go to jail, and then you see them at court. They looking like shit, like they've been sitting in there fighting. I'm being honest. You see them, they 30 days in the system. You gonna see them. They receding, look old. They at court. You looking at them like, dang, it was just that let you know that's mental illness eating you up, because now you gotta face reality. You don't have the drugs, you don't have the girls, you don't have the clothes, you don't have nothing. You just got you and them 4 walls. And reality gonna sink in, and that's when they gonna go to that door and they gonna walk like a mummy, talking about they hearing voices. Cause I see it all the time. Roll somebody out your cell. You be in there doing solid years straight, solid with somebody in your cell, and you watching like deteriorate. I'm looking at you like, now he's starting to be emotional. The masculine is gone. You a buff, soft, mental. You know what I mean? You dealing with mental.
I wouldn't feel safe sleeping in the room with a motherfucker.
That's why I say every time I see somebody taking something, or and a nurse come to my door, you got the right to know that's your cell. They in the cell with him, man. What is he taking? You got me in the cell with him. Oh, he's taking
Let me see, yeah. One time, it's Tylenol. I said, I want to see, man. Don't give me a Tylenol. I want to see the paper.
I was in the cell with him. It was solid. Next thing you know, he went from doing that to sleeping all day because he off whatever they was giving him, and he want to stay up all night. Now you walking over my head.
I get methadone. They probably get methadone and
it's
shit.
3, 4, 5 in the morning now. You pacing. And you up. Like, nah, and you eating, and you because you coming down off all the medications and all that. You gotta go. I got up in the morning, know everything. I picked up, seen him a few times. I got up, I couldn't sleep. So I sat in a sleeping position once I couldn't sleep no more. But when that door cracked for breakfast, I started sliding this shit out, man. Get up out of here, boy.
Gotta go.
You gotta go. What is you doing? You gotta go. Are we finna go up right now? I can't go to sleep and know if you're gonna snap and think about something because you've been hiding all this pain.
And swing on these
medications. You could hear them. They start talking to themselves, start saying things like you gotta understand, like these people, you know what I mean, mental illness is something that needs to be addressed by the person that has it, because I can't just look at you and say, oh, you got a problem because you seem fucking happy. You got a big old smiley face and I'm thinking you happy. I see, you know what I mean? That's why when I chill with certain people and we do drink and all that, they just start venting and now I'm looking at them like, you really need somebody to talk to, so I'm gonna talk to you. You know what I mean? Because I did all them class, all that counseling and all that, so I know how to read body language, read people when they talking. So I know how to comfort them when they talk. Like, you my homie, I'm gonna talk to you. I ain't gonna do you like the other homies and laugh at you.
Downplay you and shit.
I'm gonna give you some real game and tell you, you know what I mean?
What
You can't be moving like that with everybody. Don't express yourself to nobody else, because people gonna look at it as a sign of weakness. But everybody needs somebody to vent to, but that's where we all mess up at, where we don't talk to nobody.
That's the stigma. The stigma as men is the stigma is you gotta be tough. You can't show emotions. You gotta be a robot, and that's not true, because that's how you self-destruct in the end. You gotta have a little bit of, and you gotta have a little bit of intelligence, some little witty, some little intellect going with you, some wisdom, knowledge. You gotta have that with some laughter and joy, and have it all together. You can't just be one way, because you're gonna self-destruct. And it's okay to cry to a female, man. It's okay. It's okay.
Why I said,
baby, I love you. Don't leave me. It's okay. Just say it.
Look, I'm big on loyalty. So that's why I say you got to get you a mate that's going to understand you and is not going to judge you. Like, if you can't talk to your mate and tell them your flaws and all that, you really dealing with mental illness, because you hiding skeletons in your closet. The mate that you lay down in the bed with. So it's like, if I can't vent to you and I sleep with you, we do everything together, I don't need you.
Ain't right. Something ain't right, yeah.
For me. So far as us, and when we frustrated, we should always have somebody we can talk to, whether it's your mother, your girl, or it gotta be your close partner.
Right. That's a fact. That's a fact.
You can't vent to everybody though.
Can't. They run back and gossip and switch the story up, put their spin on it, their own little narrative, and you're like, damn, I only told you I can find the you, and you telling everybody I can't trust you. I'm not venting no more. Pack it up.
Listen, yeah, man, this has been a good one, man. I want y'all to let people know where to find y'all. Run this out, and then I'll clean it up. Go ahead, Bam. Go first.
You can find me at the real KingBam _ on IG. You can type up KingBam just like you see in the picture. Google me. Look me up at KingBam just like that. Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, Amazon, all the good major platforms. You know, stay on 50 Records. We here to stay. Real music is here. It's your boy, KingBam. You already know the vibes, man. Your cousin, your buzzing, Hazel, your Uncle Bam. You know the vibes. Salute to everybody.
Y'all subscribe to his channel. Hit that bell. Beezy, what's good?
Y'all already know y'all can find me, man. I tap in, man. I'm back on the scene. We from the back. We finna be dropping, be whacking you over your head with that knowledge. Know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Y'all know how to find me at Great Street TV, or you can find me on Instagram. You can hit me up at IceBeezy_GST_TV. And y'all already know how we rocking. You know what I mean? Y'all tuned in to Great Street TV. We stepping on, know what I mean? Everybody that's on that negativity right now. And we focus on positivity. We're not even gonna bring too much light to the people that's, know what I mean, doing negativity. But yeah, stuff. There's a lot of things that need to be talked about in a positive way that I ain't been saying. But you know what I mean, y'all already know the deal, man. Tap in and make sure y'all get that merch, that Smoking Politics with me, man. Because I gotta get some of that merch, bro, because we've been on here supporting everybody for a long time. And you know what I mean, I'm looking to see a lot of these people that, you know what I mean, we done supported. Cop one of them hoodies or something and do a reaction, man. Y'all already know the deal, man.
Facts. Appreciate that. Yeah, everybody, man. This your boy, I'm him, Giovanni. This been another Nightcap with Friends, the best podcast at night, powered by Smoking Politics with me. Love yourself first, so that way you can love others accordingly, and that way you don't let nobody play with you, because life is short, and we don't get to respond when this shit is over. And separate yourself from those that don't deserve your energy, and that includes family. I can't stress that enough, man. Blessings to everybody. Subscribe and hit that bell. Peace.
Salute.